Welcome to Siding Institute. In our today's tutorial, we're going to go over test 1 preparation, of which by now you know that the coverage for test 1, you're going to do standards of length and mass, dimension analysis, uncertainty in measurements, significant figures, conversion of units, estimates and order of magnitude, vector analysis, motion in one dimension, and the projectile motion. All of which in this video are going to cover about 50 questions. Okay, and we're going to take these questions from 2024 test 1 and exam, also 2023. We'll go over tutorial sheets from tutorial sheet 1 all the way to tutorial sheet 5 so that you have a solid preparation for the test which you are going to have tomorrow. So the first and foremost thing, we're going to start with test 1. So the first question is, what is an approximate value for the speed of sound in air? Okay, so the speed of sound in air is approximately 343 meters per second at 20 degrees Celsius. So when you look at this value 343 and you go in the options which have been given, you can see that the only option which is very close to 343 is 300. So B is going to be our answer. Question number 2. A projectile is fired in such a way that its horizontal range is equal to 3 times its maximum height. What is the angle of projection? A projectile is fired in such a way that its horizontal range is equal to 3 times its maximum height. Okay, so the key concept which you need to understand in this, you are going to write to say the range is equal to 3 times height. Okay, the range is equal to 3 times height because we've been told to say that the length, the horizontal range, is equal to 3 times its maximum height. Then we have been asked to find the angle of projection. At which angle was the projectile projected? So first and foremost thing, we need to identify which case is this. So as you can see, since this was projected at an angle from the ground, you can understand to say that this is case 2. So we have case 2, the angle being the projectile being projected at an angle, and we have the horizontal distance which is called the length. We also have the maximum height here. Now, what I want to remind you is how do we find the range from the second case? Okay, this is case 2. So the length is given by V initial squared sine 2 theta over G. Okay, so once to understand this, where we are getting the formulas, I'm going to share the link in the description section so that you learn at your free time on how to drive these formulas. So then you need to understand how to find the height. Okay, the height is given by V initial squared sine squared theta over 2 times the acceleration due to gravity. So now from the first thing, we understand to say that the length is equal to 3 times the maximum height. So it is good that we are going to replace where there is hara, we replace the formula for finding the length. So applies to the height. So where there is the range here, we say V initial squared sine 2 theta over G is equal to 3. Where there is height, we are going to replace this, which is V initial squared sine squared theta over 2 times G. Looking at this, you can tell to say that G and G is common, so we can cancel it out. Now what we remained is to cross multiply. You can say that 2 times everything which is here. You are going to say 2 v initial squared, then sine 2 theta is equal to, then since here we have remained with 1 times this, we get 3 v initial squared sine squared theta. Okay, going on understanding this, you can also see that v initial squared is everywhere, so we can cancel this out. We can cancel this out. We're going to remain with 2 sine 2 theta is equal to 3 sine squared theta. So now, once we start learning trigonometry, you are going to understand this to say that sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cosine theta. This is a double angle identity which you are going to understand once we start doing trigonometry. But as for now, just master this to say that sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cosine theta. So we're going to replace where there is sine theta, we're going to replace where there is sine 2 theta, we're going to replace 2 sine cosine theta. So we say 2. Now since we have 2 here, also these 2 we are going to multiply, we're going to have 4 sine theta and cosine theta is equal to 3 sine squared theta. Looking at this, here we have sine, okay, here we have sine, here we have sine squared. That means we are going to cancel, sine is going to cancel here. We are going to remain with 4 cosine theta. Now because here we have sine squared, that means a 1 sine ratio is going to remain. You are going to remain with 3 sine theta. This shouldn't confuse you. It's more like you are having x, then here we have x squared. If we have to divide here x and x, that means here x will cancel, but here x into x squared will remain with the x. Looking at this now, what you are going to do, here we are going to divide by 3. Okay, we are going to divide by 3 here. So mean dividing by 3 everywhere will cancel this 3. Okay, and else we are going to divide cosine everywhere, meaning dividing cosine here, cosine theta, here also cosine theta. Here we divided by 3 and this cancelled. Okay, here dividing by cosine theta, meaning cosine theta and cosine theta is going to cancel. So what we remain with, we are going to have 4 over 3 is equal to sine theta over cosine theta. Now sine theta over cosine theta, when you have sine theta over cosine theta, you get a tangent theta. So where there is sine theta over cosine theta, we're going to replace it tan theta. So tan theta is going to be 4 over 3. So to get rid of the tangent here, we're going to say theta is going to be tangent inverse over 4 over 3, of which once you compute this on your calculator, you're going to get the theta to be 53. So in this case, our correct answer is A. So this is why you get this answer. So MCQ questions in physics are not very simple. They are difficult. They are just the same as the structured question which you may find to section B. So make sure you know how to answer them, not just memorizing the answer, because next time you can find this same question, but it may have the different answer. So like I said, this video has got a number of questions which we are supposed to cover, about 50 of them. As you can see, all these are the questions. All these are the questions, 2024 exam. So you need to understand to say that your test 1 will be based on this. They'll get questions from this, from your tutorial sheet, from your lecture slide, and from examples from cell physics. So make sure you are able to solve all these questions. Make sure you are able to solve all these questions. So there are a number of questions, as you can see here. So if you want to have access to all these questions, have access to all these questions, this is your chance to register with our tuitions. You can inbox me on this number. This is my WhatsApp, right? you have chance to access to this tutorial video today, the full solution to this video, which is going to make everything good for you tomorrow. So to have access to all this video, you inbox me on this number. We offer tuitions in Hohenes courses starting from Bio 1-1, Chemistry 1-1. We have Physics. This is the same course I'm actually tutoring now. We also do MSM 1-1. Even if you are doing mathematics from any other university or any other of the 4 courses, you are at liberty of inboxing on this number. Registration goes as low as 60 kwacha per course per month. So register now so that you may have full access to these wonderful tutorials. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.